Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hanukkah Erotica Book Club podcast. I'm Raizel and I'm joined by my stepsister and co-host Malya. Hi, Mal.
Hi.
Wow, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Also, this lighting is not good. I'm just putting that out there. I have a huge ring light situation. William was trying to convince me it looked great. It doesn't look great. It looks like a Blair Witch Project scene. You look like nice, warm, ambient light.
Yes, there's something happening about my light between my little bit of tan from a weekend in Florida and the light that's looking great.
Your light looks great.
Or maybe I have a fever. It could be that.
Yeah, William says it's a Blair Witch Project. He's right. It's like a glare off my face. It's crazy. You look like you're...
I look well.
You look well. I look like I don't know what. I look like I...
Wait, do you have the kind of ring light where you could tap and different kinds of lights come out?
Yes, okay, I do.
Tap it a few times.
Should I?
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm trying. Oh, now William's getting out of his chair to assist me. Whatever, no one can see me, so it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, me compared to you, it looks like you're like, I'm phoning in from like a bunker.
It's going to be me in camp all summer when we record.
Oh, are we going to record while you're in camp?
I'm hoping so, because I get one day off a week, and I think we'll record.
Oh, great.
That's my hope.
Amazing. Works for me.
I can't wait.
We haven't spoken since before Pesach.
Oh, we have so much to catch up on.
Where to begin?
Well, I have some Seltzer not stories. Do you have Seltzer over Pesach, like the bowl and basket?
Yeah.
What do you get? Like
sure.
Citrus? Like there's not a lot of options.
There's not a lot. Usually just citrus and plain.
Yeah, some black cherry. We get black cherry, grapefruit.
Oh, black cherry. Yeah, grapefruits. I love grapefruit. That's always my
feel that if one of the brands with really delicious flavors were to get a Pesach hashgacha, is that right? Or hechsher? Whatever I'm trying to say.
Either.
K for
one
P.
of those.
K for P exotic seltzer.
Right.
Woo! People would go nuts. It would dramatically enhance my week.
I hear you. Yeah, no, I always wonder about the calculus of that, like, because it seems like there are these amazing opportunities for these food companies for exclusively either right before or right after Pesach. Like, because Pesach, we were discussing this at the end of Pesach, like, because Pesach ended on a Thursday night, and then there was Friday, and then there was Shabbat, like, all the bakeries... Basically, in Brooklyn, like the kosher sourdough there was no kosher sourdough for that Shabbat immediately after Pesach because, like, you have to, sourdough is like a longer process, requires a number of hours. Right. So, but I was thinking, like, I think theoretically, like, if you would, like, give yourself an hour after Pesach to, like, buy that sourdough starter back from the non-Jew that you sold it to, and then just start going gangbusters, have it ready by Friday afternoon, you would make a killing. You'd be the only sourdough in town.
A killing. I don't know if it's possible unless you do some kind of crazy quick situation.
Right.
Because, like, did they make challah in time?
I think some places made challah in time, but, like, everyone loves sourdough these days.
My sourdough takes 2 days. The reason I haven't made it in so long is because I haven't had 2 days home. Like, I haven't had a full weekend. It really takes a long time. The rising, the stretch and folding, this and that. It is 2 days for me.
But I'm saying I understand that on your individual, like, homesteading level, but, like, I would think a commercial operation maybe would have, like, figured out how to streamline things.
I don't know. Maybe they could do an hour after on Thursday night and just go.
That only gives you like 24 hours.
That would be tricky.
It feels like it must be doable, but I've from a place of total ignorance, so I don't really know.
Well, that sourdough would have been amazing and really well received.
And they would have sold however much they would have made, they would have sold all of it.
Oh, of course. But even just like, we're in Orlando for Pesach with this, makeshift new community that's formed specifically for the week. It's so bananas. And if, you just had a food truck, some people do this where they'll just like all of a sudden have pizza. There's like pizza somewhere randomly on Thursday night. And you can't get into like the gated community that's selling the pizza because because
Yeah, yeah,
everyone's
because there's a
driving like
run on it.
zombies in The
Yeah, of
Walking
course.
Dead, like
Yeah.
pizza, pizza.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's so intense, but the
It's
seltzer
like a
would really.
bungalow colony kind of
It
a little
is, it
bit.
is, it
Yeah.
is. But the seltzer, exotic seltzer over Pesach would definitely enhance the week for me.
Oh,
Do you,
yeah.
where do you do your Pesach shopping?
I really keep it I keep it so minimalist. I don't go to any of those places. Like people make these pilgrimages to like
Bingo,
pomegranate,
pomegranate.
right? Bingo,
Yeah, bingo, pomegranate, Glop Mart. You're not doing that.
Glotmar. Yeah. I mean,
You're just
I'm not
eating,
buying
right, you're
I'm
not buying
not
all the
buying that
products.
stuff, the cereal, the whatever. I just like better to just have a simple week. Honestly, I just like
You're eating
order some
protein, fruits, veggies. You're just not eating the stuff you can't eat.
yeah, I'm ordering some matzah. I'm getting some whipped cream cheese. You
Yum.
know, I'm getting
Yeah.
meats, like kosher meats that I'm always ordering. I'll
Right.
order a couple boxes of those marshmallow chocolate
Love those.
logs, you know, obligatory.
Are you eating chocolate these days?
No, 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 no,
No.
no. Please. No, no, I mean for the kids, for the
Yeah.
kids. Although, and I did buy another foray was I decided to buy a Dutch oven, a Dutch oven, so I could make meat over Passover.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm gonna buy the cheapest possible Dutch oven because it's just for Passover. So I ordered an Amazon because you know
Yes, I
I
have
mean
an
I don't know.
Amazon one. It's blue for my sourdough, actually. It's actually kind of
Oh,
good.
I don't know. People get like these $300 Dutch
No,
ovens.
mine's an
I don't
Amazon
have a
one.
Dutch oven. This was my first ever Dutch oven, but I was
Same.
just like, I'm gonna buy the cheapest ones. I bought an exactly Amazon Essentials one for like $38,
Yeah.
but it seems great.
I
And I
know.
was
What
like,
could be better with the Le Creuset? Tell me,
right.
listeners. How much better could it be? My sourdough's amazing, and there's no way that your meat tastes better than Malya's.
No, my meat came out great.
Of course
I
it did.
don't, yeah.
But now you're putting it away, and it's your Pesach Dutch oven.
No,
Or
so I
now it's your Dutch
decided,
oven
I
for
was
the
like,
year.
I need a Dutch oven for the year. Then I was like, should I buy
You never
another
had
Dutch
one in
oven?
40 something years, and now you need one for the year. I get it.
Now that I've gone Dutch oven, I feel like I can't go back.
Yeah, of course. No, then you keep it for the year. That makes sense.
And then I'll see. Maybe next Pesach I'll buy another Amazon Essentials one. Or I was kind of like, should I buy a more expensive one for the year round? But then I was like,
No,
no, this seems great. I'm just gonna go with it.
just go with it. I mean, yeah, you can always go back to your tinfoil pen, whatever you were doing.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing the last 42 years. I've been living in the dark. I mean, it's crazy. I never
Were you
realized
just
Dutch.
putting tinfoil pans in the oven?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
I
Yeah,
was
you
like
can do, you can
searing
cook them
it in
over
a pan on the stove and then moving it into a tinfoil pan.
you can tinfoil pan on the stove. Did you know that?
I think that I have done that, but it makes me nervous. Does it
Makes me
work
nervous too,
fine?
and it totally works fine. It makes me nervous too.
Oh,
Do you know about? I mean, many from Jews listening will know, so I'm very
okay.
curious how you're going to react. Do you know about the red Betty Crocker pizza oven and the kosher world?
No.
Okay, you need one. You need two. Actually, you need three. Can I tell you?
What is
You
it?
need one meat one dairy one, and one Pesach one. Maybe you need four. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What is
Listeners,
it?
if you know, you know. Okay. The red Betty Crocker pizza oven is a
Okay.
product not intended for from Jews. I'd love to see the like Malcolm Gladwell stats on this.
Oh, from Jews have co-opted this item?
100%. They call it the Betty Crocker, which is hilarious because there's obviously multiple Betty Crocker products.
The Betty Crocker. Oh,
Now,
does it look like a panini press
yes, it
kind
sure
of?
does. Yes,
I've
it sure
seen
does.
it. I know what you're talking about.
Like on Jewish blogs or something, where people, I
Exactly, of
know, I
course.
know, I
I
know.
didn't think I knew what that was. I thought it was a panini press.
Of course. So it's this red circular thing that's meant to be a pizza oven that you can make anything in, but it's not so, but it's an additional, it's like an air fryer. Like you know how like an air fryer you can just literally put in the oven. Like you don't need anything. You don't need to air fry anything. You could just,
Sure, of
it's a
course.
smaller oven.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this is the same as that. Like this is an unnecessary appliance,
Right?
but you can just put like a piece of parchment paper or something on. Like you just don't need to turn your oven or stove on because
I get it. You
the
just
Betty
cook a
Crocker
little
cooks it
thing.
really well.
Right.
But then, so for example, like we don't have a kosher kitchen, so if our family comes in, they'll like bring their Betty Crocker and they'll like make pasta. Or you can make anything, nachos, like anything.
Wow.
Like we'll kosher the oven and you can do our tinfoil pan as if like we're a Pesach situation.
Right, right, right.
But the Betty Crocker, you could do it all. So people have two, a meat one, a dairy one.
Wow.
That would be a good Pesach thing for you.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can make anything in it.
Right.
But
Yeah,
it's
because I don't
so
use my
from,
toaster. I don't kosher my toaster oven, so I just don't, because it's also not necessary. I mean, I love it, but it's not necessary. I just
no,
don't use it for the week.
exactly.
But I do miss it.
Of course, you could have a little one. No,
Right.
but the Betty Crocker is so from that I
So
was
funny.
thinking, oh, I wonder if you could just like make pasta in a Betty Crocker pizza oven because I'll be in sleepaway camp all summer. I'm like, what's the kitchen situation? Like, obviously, I can eat in the dining hall, but like knowing the way that I am with regard to constantly cooking, I might want some
Your own stuff.
access,
Right.
right?
Yeah, of course.
So I searched like, can you cook pasta like raw, boxed pasta in the Betty Crocker? And what came up was a post from that like Chabad Rebbitzin website between carpools
Uh-huh.
because this is a from item. And
Right.
it was like my favorite was when you're not going to make a whole box because just a few of your kids want pasta.
How many's a few, I wonder?
Exactly. I only have two. My whole family's four.
Right.
So it's like if you're not, it was the best post ever, and it was talking about how to make pasta straight in the Betty Crocker,
Wow.
and yeah, I'm sold. Anyway, I really think it would enhance your Pesach and also maybe your life.
Interesting. See, I feel like there's six of us, but like if we're eating pasta, I make a full box for the
I'm always
six of
making a full
us.
box. We eat so much.
I just
Did
don't
you go
can't
through
imagine
it?
this. What if I make a full box? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a not, either we eat all, if everybody's, depending on how hungry everybody is, sometimes we'll just eat it all in a meal.
Otherwise, leftovers.
Otherwise there's, some leftovers, but it's not a crazy amount of leftovers.
Right. Like a box can actually last us in the fridge kind of a while, depending on the situation. But the idea that like just a couple of your kids want them.
Right, right. No, that's good. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's very funny.
I
There's
have
also
seen
a
that. Okay, now thank you. Yeah,
now
I'm
you
putting the
know.
pieces together here. Yeah.
There's also a full section on that recipe blog that's
Of
just
Betty
9 by
Crocker
13
stuff.
no, of 9 by 13. It's
Okay. I
called 9
should.
by 9 by 13.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, I should be checking that out too, because that's still, a staple.
Of course.
Interesting. I don't really look at that website between carpools.
Is that was
I
that
should
what it am I have to be citing it correctly.
that I know that's a website. Like I've seen other like from like I feel like Busy in Brooklyn has that.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Yes, between carpools is definitely right. Yeah, busy in Brooklyn. There's another one, but the between carpools is like really.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
It's
think it's like
Hamish.
Chabad. I think it's very from.
Right. No, it seems like it.
Yeah, but that
Wonder where
9 by
else I've seen
13
it.
life, sign me up.
No, no, no. That's relatable for sure.
Anyway,
Okay.
great catching up on
Okay.
this.
Yeah, no. So I mean, that was my Pesach food situation. The Dutch oven was the big revelation of the week.
The reason I asked you where you did your shopping is because I feel like there's this hack that we've discovered, which is that these brands that are naturally grain free, like there's this brand Heaven and Earth that's like just a naturally grain free brand. It's
Oh,
like a
yeah, I've
gluten
seen it.
free organic brand, but
Right.
they are kosher for Passover and they make these grain free cassava tortilla chips
Oh,
that are
yum.
all year round tortilla chips. They're not corn chips, but they're like cassava flour.
Right.
Oh, it made my week good. It really did. I
Oh,
was making guac in
great.
those chips.
Yum.
I know.
Okay, that's a good. See, I also feel like, and I actually want to do this, but this seems so like Hamish and I don't know what cringe, but I also love it. Is like a lot of these like Balabusta types will email themselves right after
Oh, I do
Pesach
that, Mom.
and you'll set the email for like before next
So
Pesach.
mine's in the notes app, but I have a list going the entire week where I'm like, we didn't get enough this, and
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
make a list. We didn't get enough whipped cream cheese. We ran out. I
We
went to
did
the
too.
WhatsApp group in Orlando within our community, and this family invited me in, and they just were
So
like, "How many you
nice.
need? How many you need?" Kids running around. It was like the kind of situation where like the seat is over the t-shirt, just like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sweaty in the
Sometimes you
house.
gotta. You just throw it on. Yeah.
And I decided to bring them kosher products because I wanted
Nice.
to thank them
Exchange, yeah.
in
Last year, I
exchange.
remember you told me you needed milk, and someone came through with like Chalav
Not only
Yisrael
that,
milk.
it was milk, but also Jonah was like having a sprinkle cookie tantrum. and went to the
Oh,
chat and
right.
asked for sprinkle cookies, and I got a full giant thing that someone gave us that they didn't need of sandwich cookies they had gotten that were like, they looked like half vanilla on one side, half chocolate on the other, the kind that you and
Yeah,
Mitch
yeah,
would
yeah.
split and only eat the top. But like an Oreo kind of thing for
Yeah, yeah, no,
Pesach.
I know
How
what you're talking
cool.
about. Those are like a from thing.
Yes,
I
those.
mean, I'm sure there are special kosher for Pesach ones, but
Yes, those.
wait, did that satisfy the sprinkle tantrum?
Yeah, it totally did. But this year we
Okay.
had a lot of homemade sprinkle cookies, Pesach sprinkle cookies that
Yeah.
the family made. That shout out to Auntie S. They were so good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, the food situation is but the seltzer, I'm telling you. Exotic
Yeah, someone's got to
seltzer.
get on that.
I mean,
They will. I bet you by next Pesach they will. I feel like seltzer is newly discovered. Flavored seltzer, I feel, is kind of newly discovered by the Fromm community.
right.
I feel like give it another year and it'll happen.
Except also I feel like it's like an old school thing. It's both. It's both old and new. Give me some salsa.
Right, like getting like whatever, a black cherry
Dr. Brown's black cherry. We
something.
have we have kosher for Pesach black cherry at the house though. Dr.
Right,
Brown's.
right.
That
But
is
that's
good.
not seltzer.
That's not
Right,
seltzer though.
right.
Yeah, cream soda. Mm.
Right. That's not really seltzer. I'm talking
No,
about. That's
no,
wrong. I'm
no.
wrong.
Recently, Sherry, listener and dear friend, sent me a picture of, oh my gosh, I can't believe the flavor, Mal.
What?
Waterloo apple pie a la mode.
Bleh.
What is that going to taste like? She bought a whole case.
Did she like it?
I don't know yet.
She bought
She
it
said a
just for
little
the like
scared, but I can't
variety.
pass it up.
Right. I get it. Apple pie a la mode.
I'll ask her right now, see if she's up. Apple pie a la mode. What are they thinking? That just crazy people like us are going to be like, I got to try that?
I don't know what that means really.
It's
It's
like
like
a,
it tastes
I
like
bet it's like a cinnamon
cinnamon.
vanilla apple.
No, no, no. I don't like a cinnamon seltzer. That's off-putting.
I'm shocked, apple pie a la mode, but I kind of do want to taste a sip. Not even a can, I just want a sip.
Yeah, just to see.
Anything else to catch up on before we talk about this book, which I don't even know where to begin?
There's a lot. There's a lot here. Well, in some ways there's a lot, and in some ways there's nothing.
Yeah, maybe nothing. Should we just dive right in? Or was there
Yeah.
anything else you
Oh
want?
no, no. I have
Yeah.
one other something to bring up that maybe is a little controversial, but I felt the need to raise it because it really struck me at the time, which is one of our other regular segments, Jonah Platt. Okay, obviously is continuing his amazing work, but there was a reel that he posted.
I know what you're going to say. I saw it.
Okay.
I think I know. You go first.
He posted a reel that it got a lot of circulation because he did a live podcast. It was like David Ingber and Sharon Brous, who are two very well-known rabbis. They were speaking about Israel, they were speaking about Jewish identity. This clip got very widely circulated, but Jonah had like an unfortunate eye situation going on
Did
where
he
like
discuss, did he acknowledge it on the
I don't
episode?
know. I didn't listen to the full episode. I just watched. There's a few reels of segments with just, a particularly interesting piece of the two rabbis talking and him speaking too. But I just feel like, why would he cut a reel where he's obviously like, a dreamy looking man.
We
Like,
know, we know.
we're well aware. Like, he could have like cut so that he wasn't visible. Like, I don't know, just like it's weird to me that you would cut in like Jonah Platt with an eye injury.
It's
Like
because he's that confident.
it threw me.
Because
Like
he
it
knows
threw. I
he's
was just
that
like,
girl. He's that
What?
confident. He knows. I think.
I guess he
yeah.
just doesn't give a shit,
No.
right? It's just like screw you all. I look great even with this messed up eye.
He
and
must have
I don't care who
acknowledged it.
sees it.
I mean, I think that the like reality star move, which he is not, would be like to wear really dark glasses. You wear sunglasses that day.
Right. I thought about that. Why didn't he wear sunglasses? That would have seemed very bizarre for him to like indoors be wearing sunglasses at a podcast recording with rabbis.
Like,
I don't know. I just felt like the reel should have been cut without his face
that's a
in
different
it.
edit. Because who
there
else
should
is
have been a
dreamy
different-
looking? David Ingber.
David Ingber's not looking bad.
And he never has.
No,
And he never will.
certainly not.
Nope.
I'm
Very,
sure
very
that's true.
attractive.
Right. So just give him the spotlight. He can take it. He welcomes it, I'm sure.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize, like, here's the thing. This is the truth. I saw it
Yeah.
and I scrolled so fast past the injury that I didn't know until this very moment that David Ingber was on the pod.
Oh, wow. Oh, because you couldn't bear to look at it.
I am just being on. I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all like when the first thing you see is that, it's a little bit like your instinct is like, okay, I'm moving
And I think
on.
maybe it would be, different if that's how he always looked. I think that would just be
Sure.
then completely normalized and probably, I think it was jarring.
It was jarring.
Yeah, it was jarring. I saw it too. It was just the edit, I think, more than anything else.
Of course, that's what it was. It
Yeah,
was dead.
yeah,
Absolutely. He had to
yeah.
record that. He's not gonna whatever. He's not gonna hibernate. The
Do
show
you
must go
follow
on.
Little Dicky on Instagram?
Oh my God, no. But William, but I do like Little Dicky. Should I follow him?
Well, I'm just asking because he and Benny Blanco have this thing that came out a few weeks ago that they're like trying to say isn't a podcast, but is a podcast.
Oh,
Where like there's like 1,000 cameras installed at every angle in Little Dicky's house.
okay.
And him and Benny Blanco and Little Dicky's wife, speaking of beautiful people, she's so hot.
Oh, I don't know who she looks
And like
like.
different guests like come
Great.
on and like they just like shoot the shit and cook and they're just talking and but they're like it's not like any the first episode or like the advertisements in advance of the first drop was like this is not like anything else we can call it a podcast, this is not like anything else we've ever seen before, but it's like do they not remember the real world or have they never seen Love Island or literally any other TV show where there's just cameras everywhere?
Right.
Like
Isn't that the
before
premise
the
of like decades of television? Like
decades, just like
exactly
cameras and
like
stuff,
everything
Big
else.
Brother, like just decades everywhere and people shooting the shit. That's a thing.
Right.
Meanwhile, then there's podcasts of people say, no, we're not sitting in chairs talking to each other with headphones on, but it's like, okay, I don't think you really broke the mold. Anyway, I'm curious because I thought, speaking of Jews, I thought you might follow him and have
I
noticed
should.
this also.
That's a hole in my
Yeah,
algorithm.
follow him and check out these clips and tell me if you think he broke the mold.
That's annoying to me when people say they're doing something so new if it's obviously just a variation of what
I was
everyone
like,
else.
I
I mean,
don't
like,
think this is that new.
right. You have cameras in your house and you're recording people coming over? Not new.
It doesn't seem new.
No. No. Seems kind of old. Not that it couldn't be entertaining. It sounds good.
Of course, are
I
you
would
kidding?
watch it.
I don't need the mold to be different.
No.
I like what I like.
Right.
And
There's a reason the
that is
mold exists. It's a good mold.
Yeah. People I'm interested in shooting the shit. That's interesting to me. That's like
great.
when people say they would just listen to us talk and not even talk about the book.
Right.
I hope this is fun for
Exactly.
you people who say that because we've been doing a lot of that.
That's what we're doing.
That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
I'm annoyed like that. So it's just this. Sorry, this is a segue, but I feel like this is about Broadway musicals. Sometimes when people describe a really good, I'm always like, I'm not a big fan of musicals. People are like, no, this is not a regular musical.
But if you're not a
they'll say
musical
about,
person,
like,
you're like, no,
Hamilton.
it is.
I'm like, I don't know. Are people dancing on stage? Are people breaking out into
Singing and
musical
dancing
numbers
and-
on a stage? Because that's what it's exactly like a musical. Like,
That's exactly like a musical, and I don't like. I love it, listeners. Mal doesn't, but
no, I
love
get it. There's a whole. I'm not.
but yes,
obviously, many
course.
millions of people love it. I'm just saying,
Yes, when people are like, no, it's not like what you're thinking about. No, there's still people singing and dancing on stage, so it is.
It is. Hamilton, it's a musical. I get a very popular musical. Still a musical. Like
It did maybe break some molds. That is true. I understand and agree, but also it's a musical. So if you're not a musical person, that's not going to work for you.
Right.
Right. You know the story, and probably in 4 years of the podcast listeners also know the story about when I was on whatever OkCupid, JDate, whatever website, and the first headline on this guy's profile was like, if you like Broadway, and if you have ever liked Broadway or Dave Matthews, this won't work. And I was like, what?
I remember that.
Why? But also
Right.
like, okay, I guess like you should listen when someone says something, like when someone tells you something, listen to them. So, okay,
Yeah.
it won't work. Because guess what? I've loved both and love both.
Feel like that guy weeded out like a large segment of our generation.
Jewish
right
girls
there.
too. I mean, if that's what he
Right.
was looking for.
Who was left? I mean,
Broadway and Dave Matthews ever
Right.
in your life? It's not going to work. Okay.
I really don't know who was left after
Super
that.
cool, super cool girls.
Maybe. Or just girls who've been living under a rock for a decade. Like, I don't know. I feel like anyone who was alive.
Right. Just like someone who like made their way out of a cult. Like, wait, did you watch that documentary on Netflix, Trust Me?
No, should I?
Oh my God. I don't know. Maybe
What is
it was
it?
about the Fundamentalist Latter-day Saints.
Oh.
This
I do like cult documentaries.
okay, well then I think you
I
might
should
like
probably
it.
watch it.
It's
Okay.
four-parter called Trust
Oh,
Me.
great.
Like they haven't heard of Broadway musicals or
Well,
Dave
right.
Matthews Band, so maybe they should date that guy.
Did you
I'd love
watch
to know
that
where he is now.
Dave Matthews?
No, I know where Dave is now. He's in Seattle, just hanging out, playing music and
Oh, you'd love to know who he wound up with. That guy. Right. Yeah.
who hated Broadway. Anyone who doesn't want to date anyone who didn't like Dave, who liked Dave Matthews or Broadway. Anyway,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also often want to do a segment where we talk about just a quick, have you read any good books lately that aren't Jewish?
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good segment.
Yeah, I'm curious. Have you read
Yeah,
anything
let's
lately
do
you think
it.
I'd like?
I don't know. You read a lot more than I do. I
But I like what
read.
you read.
Okay, did you read this book, Clutch?
Oh wait! Oh my God! Wait, Crux?
No, no, Clutch. What's Crux?
Oh, it's Crux is the book
Clutch.
I'm reading now about rock climbers. It's crazy.
Oh, oh.
Clutch. Wait, let me look up Clutch. I didn't read it. But isn't
So
that
I
weird that I'm reading Crux?
that is weird. It's about rock climbers.
Yes.
Hmm.
Clutch.
Clutch is in the genre that I think Miranda July created when she wrote All Fours. That
Oh
now,
yeah, it's on my hold shelf. Isn't that funny?
but
It's on
I
my hold with
figured,
only four other books.
right.
Yeah, it's already on my hold shelf by Emily Nemens. Okay.
It's like about that demographic, like women, entering their 40s, kind of like what now type thing.
Yes. You know who thinks that they are also a book like that? The book we read tonight.
Oh.
It's like for readers of all fours.
Oh, was that what it was advertised as?
Yes, for
This
readers of
book?
all this book. Can you believe it?
No, I
He was
cannot.
incorrect.
No.
Me either. I can't
No,
believe
I
it.
wouldn't have made that comparison at all.
Me either.
I
I would
forgot
never.
that.
So
That's
Clutch is in
weird.
that genre. That's a genre I love.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good genre.
Melissa Broder's in that genre, and I think you'd like her. Oh, Milk
What
Fed, I once recommended to you. I think we could read it for
I
the
read
pod.
it. I love Milk Fed. We should read it for the pod.
Let's do it. I love
Yeah, yeah,
Milk
yeah.
Fed. Would you put that in that category?
Wasn't
I
Milk
think.
Fed? I thought
Oh,
she
but she
was
was
much
young. She was young in it.
younger.
She
I
was
don't
young in
think,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Kooky Women is the category.
Kooky Women, it's definitely in that category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the other one she wrote was more old. Maybe she was older in the one. I forgot what that one was called.
No, Milk Fed was a full-on Jewish romance. We should definitely add that to the TBR.
Death Valley, I think maybe was more.
Oh, I don't know that
Oh,
one.
it's good. She's old. It's a different character, but she's older, and I think her father passes. She's hiking. I don't remember. Did you read The Pisces by Melissa Broder?
No.
Also very good, but Milk Fed's so good. We should definitely read it coming up, maybe this
Yeah.
summer.
Okay. It's a good summer read.
Um, so
What would you
Clutch, you
recommend?
recommend it?
Clutch, I recommend. Yeah, I thought I mean, I'd be curious to know what you think. I liked it. It held my interest. It had some
A lot of these
interesting,
books in this
yeah.
category are also happen to be Jewish. Did Clutch have anything in it?
A little bit,
Like all fours
minimal.
also.
A little bit, right, right, right. It had maybe as much as all fours did, not a lot. This book is more like focused on like female friendship, I guess, and like the changing role of female friendship in
I
this
read a great
time.
book about female friendship that I do
Oh,
recommend.
what?
These two books are similar and different. The first one that I recommend was The Wilderness. Did you read that?
No.
It was so good. It was about a girl group of best friends, Black women, and their friendships and kind of lives changing over, maybe across 4 decades.
Okay.
And it was really good. It took
The
place in New
Wilderness.
York and LA, and it was a very good book.
Great.
And it was millennial, like in a sense, it was similar and different. But The Wilderness was so good.
Okay.
And then
Great.
no one is comparing these books, but So Old, So Young by Grant Ginder is also across multiple generations. It's about a group of college best friends who graduated basically when we graduated college,
Okay.
like the year you graduated.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's about a group of college best friends across 5 parties across 20 years.
Oh, that's
like
fun.
college to 40, basically.
Oh, I
It's
want to read
really
that.
good. Yeah, I really recommend it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So that was but now I feel like the wilderness book. I'm trying to get the author's name for you and I can't.
Sure, I can look it up.
Oh yeah, I found it. I just want for the pod to tell everyone. Angela Flournoy. That book was very good. The
Oh,
Wilderness and
oh,
So
to
Old,
tell
So
the
Young by
audience.
Grant Ginter. Yeah. I recommend those books, not Jewish romances, but just thought it would be fun because Molly and I read other kinds of books to share what we're reading.
Thank you. That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Um, okay, should we dive in?
Yeah, let's.
Okay, for this month's episode, we read Rosenfeld by Maya Kessler.
Yes.
And maybe if you were listening to the description last episode, and you were kind of like, I don't understand, this doesn't sound Jewish, what we sort of like didn't leave out, but maybe implied, was that this was an Israeli novel translated from Hebrew to English. I think that's relevant
Absolutely.
because
Takes place in Israel. Takes
it,
place in
ta-
Israel.
it takes place in Israel,
Mm-hmm.
but also relevant because the translation, it's hard for me to understand if part of my challenge with reading the book was in part maybe not the best translation at times.
I see. What makes you think that?
Well,
Did the conversation sound a little stilted at times, you're saying? Or
but it's like, were they just huge weirdos? I don't know. Let's backtrack.
okay,
This is a book about a woman named Noah
right?
and an instant chemistry with an
Right?
older and kind of toxic man.
Guy.
She meets at a wedding initially.
Yes.
She ends up working for him.
Right.
This is like a workplace romance in a sense, but the way that they meet, their first sexual encounter, like they meet at a wedding.
Yes.
There's an instant connection and instant chemistry.
Right.
The way they talk seems bizarre to me. So I
They
do
like
think
have this sudden like it's almost like I don't know, they skip the small talk, they skip getting to know each other, they like meet and they're immediately just like,
let's
okay,
fuck.
let's fuck. Exactly.
It's like an instant chemistry thing that's like assumed they both understand each other, that they could just both say that. And then she like
Yes.
pulls him into the bathroom and pees in front of him.
There's a lot of pee in this book.
There's so much pee
Lots of peeing.
in a way that I have never even considered. I don't, what? Like, there's a lot of peeing.
Right.
So she pees in front of him.
Right. I think he maybe pees in front of her too. In the stall together.
This is their first meeting.
She's immediately like, let's have sex right here. And he's kind of like, no, like I don't want to ruin you type thing, right? Isn't he kind of like, you
Right.
should stay away from me, sort of?
Yes, you should stay away from me. I'm bad news.
Right. And she's like, no, no, like I'm obsessed with you already.
Right.
From this like 2 seconds of meeting.
Right. Also, like, I mean, do we call this book body positive? Like, she's obsessed with his fatness
All right. He's described as fat.
and she's obsessed.
Right. She's just very
Like, it's
attracted
like
to him.
it's not seen as anything other than just like sexy, attractive. She's just like, she cannot get enough. But
Right.
like, what is this dynamic? I guess is like one of my questions I have for you. Like, what is this? Is this a Jewish romance? Is this a romance? Like, is this just a toxic relationship? Is this, I'm just very curious what you're thinking.
Right.
Is this
I
just
guess
two traumatized people who have childhood trauma and they're trying to heal through this relationship? I don't know what's happening.
Right. Well, here's the thing. This book was very dark to me. Um,
Very.
she mostly like she's just she's very depressed. Right? Like she's almost kind of like suicidal. It kind of feels like throughout the book, right?
Well,
Isn't
like,
that like
is that what the accident was? That there is a point trigger
there?
warning where I think that she is actively.
Yes, but right. So there's that, but then I just think throughout the whole book from the beginning, there's this undercurrent of her just kind of having this like malaise and sort of like Do I really want to
Unwellness.
be here? Do I really want to do anything? Like she's just sort of very, and she seems very
Unwell.
alone, unwell
Yes.
and alone, and it's dark. And she, for whatever reason, like, is it a romance? I think it kind of develops into a romance.
It's just like it's different when it's highlighting a relationship that feels I hate the overuse of toxic, but like I'm not even sure what else to call it. Like it's definitely a very complicated relationship.
It's complicated, but aren't we kind of supposed to feel that it like maybe starts off as talk that it is kind of just like two messed up people who found each other and can relate in this unique way? Isn't that kind of the
Right.
romance of it?
Right. Like also like that maybe they're healing whatever attachment wounds they have from their childhood and they're trying to heal together through this dynamic of like very intense sex and the peeing and but the thing is like was the sex that intense? Like I feel like everything I read about it was just like intense sexual dynamics and like it's X-rated, but it's like I've read like legit erotica. Like this isn't that exactly. This was
Right.
so rambly, but I like rambly in like the literary fiction way. Like I like rambly when it is in that Miranda July
Right.
stream of consciousness. Like it's rambly does not bother me.
Right.
I like it. This was different. It was so long too.
It was. See, that's the thing is I also just felt like there were large swaths where nothing happened.
I think that could be said for a lot of the books I really like, which is why I think that maybe part of the issue is just like not the best translation.
Or maybe this is like very cultural and we're just like not because here's the thing. There's almost nothing Jewish in this book.
Which like for secular Israelis probably is the way it is.
Totally.
They
I
mention
mean,
Friday night dinner a lot, which obviously if it was in Hebrew would have said Shabbat.
right.
They
There
mentioned
was one
Passover
mention
dinner.
they mentioned Passover dinner. There was one mention about like Jews sitting Shiva, like
Yes. Because
at
it's just
some
like almost
point.
almost woven into the fabric of their lives. Like on Friday you go home for Friday night dinner.
Right.
On Pesach you have, but I think it's weird when people say Passover dinner when it's the Seder.
Right, right, right. Like it's
So
not
like
dinner. Right.
what would it say in the Hebrew? Passover dinner was already like bookmarked in my head of something to mention for you because like I feel like I saw influencers like getting dressed and being like getting ready for Passover dinner. I'm like, it's not Passover dinner.
Right. Right.
You're
Right.
getting ready for the Seder.
Right.
What?
Right.
Am I
Right. So
wrong?
I see what you're saying though. If they translated Seder as Passover dinner, isn't that kind of indicative that it's not such a great translation?
Maybe, yeah. But also that, if we read it in Hebrew, possibly maybe the Israeli or the Jewish would come out in a different way.
Right.
I mean, you can
Right.
feel that they're in Tel Aviv, and you can feel when she's going to Jerusalem to visit her grandma and all
Right.
of that. I
And that
almost,
like
for
high
me,
tech startup businessy type of
for
vibe.
sure, I would rather, if it, in this book, instead of grandma, like it was just, instead of, I would say that it said Safta when she was going to her Safta, or that if she was going to her, I would, for me,
Right. They could have kept that in. Right. Right. They really took out like
all the
any.
Israeli.
Right. 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 So
They
it might
left
have
the
been.
street names and the
Yeah. Yeah.
cities,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But it might have been a different experience reading it with more Hebrew kind of left in.
right. But I do think that that's accurate for just like a super secular Israeli, where it's like the
Totally.
religion of Judaism is not, but then maybe these touch points, like the dinners or certain parts of the holidays are kind of there, but nothing else is. Like, I don't know, it's different. It's different.
Right. Um. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess I just I agree with you. I don't think I need so much to necessarily happen in a book if I feel like the inner monologue of the characters is relatable and um I just didn't find her relatable really at all.
Right.
I didn't find this like she just seems like she's kind of waiting around for someone to rescue her or like give her some excitement and he comes along and she connects that with him And then he does. And she's so fulfilled by it. But it's
But
like,
there's so much chasing. Like I've seen it described in a few places and like reviews I read and stuff. That's like it's like a train wreck you can't look away from. But it's
hmm,
like I've actually like I've been in train wrecks of relationships and like I feel like in I don't know, like they were maybe more interesting. Like I could look away
right.
from this. I didn't need to know. I
It
did. I
also,
finished the book, but like
yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like this for me like some of the feedback that I read in reviews was like, I couldn't put it down because I needed to know what happened. And I was like, I'm not sure that I felt that way. Again, I think this has to do with the translation more than anything else. I truly do.
Hmm. I wonder. That
Because
didn't
of the
occur to me.
writing.
Now I'm thinking about it differently. Yeah, I don't know, because I didn't even feel like it was such a train wreck. Like, I felt like she was a train wreck. She was like in a really dark, bad place. She was really alone. She really, like, sort of didn't want to live. But I didn't feel like their dynamic was such a train wreck. Like, yeah, there were a few points where like he ignored her for a few days and she got upset, and then he would text her and they would get back together and there'd be more peeing and sex. But like it didn't feel like it, the dynamic didn't evolve so much. It was like
Right.
overall like he was, he was kind of he was a jerk, but he
He
was
was
into her.
throughout. Yeah, but he
He was,
he was he was a dick throughout.
but he was
But
also
he
pretty
kept
into her
telling and he
throughout.
kept but he kept yes, but he kept telling her basically, stay away. I'm gonna get over you. But I also don't want you to leave. I don't know. I hated the way they talked to each other. I
Right.
hated the way
Right.
they talked to each
It was
other.
in this very like, it was supposed to be very like jaded and like cynical, I felt like, and like we're cutting the social bullshit and just being real. Like that's what I felt like.
Totally
But like, like,
hard to read. It
yeah.
isn't really relatable because it's hard to imagine just such
Oh wait, hold on. We have to take a
stilted.
break for a second. William said our our delivery arrived. It's pretty weird. Sorry.
Careful what you say. William's gonna leave this in.
I think he might leave it in. Okay. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that.
Okay, I had some area. I had some. I was looking through the book to find some sections to read to see if
Oh,
I
good.
can describe the conversation, by reading it. But then
Yeah,
instead, I
yeah.
found a P section, so I'm going to read that instead. Okay, is
Amazing.
everyone
Yes.
prepared?
Perfect.
Okay. Um, Why didn't you wait at the usual spot? I don't know, I say and look at him. Parking lot's empty. You getting in? He asks as he put his briefcase in the back seat and stands in front of me. I need to pee. Why didn't you go upstairs? I was saving it, I hear myself announce. Saving it? Yes, saving it for you. He stays standing and looks at me, playing with his car keys. What does that mean? I stay silent and look at him. Something in his eyes intrigues me. You want to pee on me? A drop of sweat plummets down his temple. Why is he sweating in January? Is that what you're saying? It's yours, as you wish. As I wish? Yes. But like, is this the translation? I don't know, listener. Please think about it. He
Right.
stalls for a moment and then takes a deep breath. All right. He puts the car keys in his jacket pocket. I like this. As I wish? Yes. I'm pleased that my tricks worked, but I'm wondering what he's wishing for. But it's like that desperation. Sorry, this is Rachel talking now, but like that
Yes.
desperation of that she's pleased that it worked. It's like she's like grasping at straws to maintain this dysfunctional thing. Like, so she's just like,
Right,
he,
right. She's
he
like trying to
distances
keep him
himself.
interested. Yeah.
She distances herself and she's like, I have a full bladder. Like she's
Right,
like,
right, right, right. Here's something. Yeah.
um, I want to pee just like that in front. I want you to pee just like that in front of me. What do you mean just like that? Just pee, like you say, release some urine. Yes, where? Right where you are. Pee here, that's your wish. I look down at the smoothed concrete ground, peering to the sides to see if anyone's around or if any cameras are nearby. Yes, I'm a little bit surprised, but I take action straight away, reaching toward my jeans zipper. No, keep it on. So how will I pee? Just like that, as you are, standing up in your jeans. Oh, actually release urine. Yes, he smiles a little. I won't be able to. He runs a hand over his mouth, his eyes surveying me. I'm wearing high-waisted, light-colored skinny jeans, an odd wish. I look at him. All right, I concentrate really hard, and for 2 whole minutes I stand there trying to pee. I can't do it. My eyes are open again. I'm sorry. Is this much reading? I feel like I need to keep going.
No, I was surprised. Like, I feel I could pee in my jeans, no problem. Like, it's really so hard. She's sitting there for 2 minutes trying to pee in her jeans.
Wait, hold on.
What's going
It
on?
depends. It's like, it depends. It's like, if I have to pee badly, like
Yeah.
if I need to pee, but she did.
That's what she
I
said.
almost can't not pee in my jeans. Like if I have to
That's
pee
what I'm
bad,
saying.
it's like, but it's like if I'm in a situation where like the older fat apple of my eye,
Right. He's like
my
watching
boss,
me, waiting for me to
he's her
pee. Right, right,
boss.
right,
Like
right, right.
it's like her corporate weird thing. She's like a filmmaker. He owns this company.
Right.
This she's obsessed with him. They've been sleeping together for a long time. She's chasing him. He's ignoring her. They're having these crazy things. He has kids and ex-wives and the
Right.
works. And if that person who I'm sleeping with and not sleeping with and whatever
Right,
is
right,
like
right. He's like
pee right here
waiting and
standing on
watching.
the street in
I
my
hear you.
pants, I don't
I
know. I think
I
that
get
pee
I
gets
right.
scared up into my body. It's gone.
Right, right, right.
Because the adrenaline is kicking in and that's more prevalent,
Right. No, I hear you. I
I
hear you.
think.
Yeah, I hear you. You're right.
This is
In
like
the
she's
moment, I was just like,
obsessed
why
with
is it
this
taking her
person.
so long to pee?
Yeah, because again, I'm with you.
It
If I
made
have,
it seemed like she was saying like she like has an instinct not to pee in her clothing and she like can't override it, which doesn't seem
right.
I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. But
There's a
you're right,
trick
it's
if
not
anyone
that. It's
needs to
more
do this in the
complicated.
future. If you find yourself in a situation where the only way to save the guy you're obsessed with is to pee in your jeans,
Pee. I'll report back. Yeah.
the trick is to visualize that you're on a toilet. That's the trick. For
Noted.
example, if you can't pee in a lake, but you need to pee in a lake, I'm not going to shout out the name of our listener because she's listening and I don't want to embarrass her. I don't have her consent. But one of our friends, you and I are friends with, couldn't pee in a lake. I said, pretend you're on a toilet. Just sit on that toilet and it came right out. So
Wow.
anyway, if anyone
Look at
who's
you. You're a
listening
pee coach.
is in the I'm a pee coach. If anyone who's listening is in the position where they need to pee in their pants on command to salvage their relationship,
Right.
A, get out of the relationship, and B,
Right.
visualize that you're in a toilet.
It's
Anyway, should I keep
sage
going?
advice. Yeah,
She goes,
absolutely.
I can't do it. My eyes are open again. Shame. He turns toward the car and I immediately stress about my failed mission. Let's go. He gets into the driver's seat. Imagine being so upset,
Yeah, like, oh my God, I failed. I didn't pee.
but like also him, like he's upset. Like now he's like even icier.
Yeah, yeah, he's bummed. Yeah.
I stay out of the car, stand next to his window. He's inside punching in the code and revving up the engine. He looks at me and opens the window. Even though there's something stupid about this moment with the window coming down, I continue. Lean my hands on the roof of the car, close my eyes. I concentrate, remind myself I want to pee to begin with. I need to pee. It's all in my head. I take my time. Turn the engine off, I say, since the noise gets him further away from me. Still with my eyes shut, I hear him switching off the engine. I press my clit strongly over my jeans, my mind associating the arousal with the need to pee. Put my hand back on the roof of the car, concentrate some more, open my eyes and look at him and then feel it starting and see his eyes descending. I'm peeing in my pants, a wet stain spreading between my thighs and down my left leg. I push hard so that the stream doesn't stop and I look at him watching it intently. Done. He leans his head back, quietly exhaling with his eyes closed, his head sliding toward his cock, and suddenly he sits up and looks at me. That really turns me on, Noah, he says, and I shift back a bit so he can open the door, and then he puts his feet down on the parking lot concrete, pulls me toward him, and places his hand over the wet stain while his other hand grabs my ass, and now I'm pressed against him. I'll stop right there.
Wow.
What?
Oh yeah,
I
then he
hate
puts
kink
his face in
shaming.
the pee.
I hate kink shaming, but wow. This is not relatable to me.
Yeah.
I want to keep reading.
You go for it.
He puts his face on my wet jeans. I feel
Yeah.
his warmth. He takes a deep breath and peels off my jeans along with my wet underwear. I hold onto the roof of the car and push my shoes off my feet. Also, like, you know, when like a kid has an accident and the shoes are soaked, that's how I picture her shoes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like probably
When like
drips
I
in the
have to call
shoes.
home at work, that's like, can you send a new pair of shoes and socks in? Because their accident went straight down their pants into their
Oh.
shoes. That's how I feel about this accident that she
Yeah,
had that was
yeah.
an intentional
Right, not an
pee-pee,
accident.
not an accident. Anyway, they fuck in the car. I don't know what else to say. TLDR. I just read so many pages of that book. It was like
Yeah,
a
it's very
copyright
intense.
infringement.
They really go. They really,
Wow.
really
I think
start
it's better to
something.
read to explain what this book was like. I don't think our rambling did as well as reading it.
Right, right. You have to experience it.
So that's it. That's what this was. That's what was happening for hundreds and hundreds of pages, almost 400
It's
pages.
a very long book.
It's very long. I think also like she didn't really have a lot of friends. I think that's what you're feeling with the loneliness.
Right.
It almost felt like what was happening before. Her whole
Yeah,
life
she
is
was
now
just kind of
consumed by
waiting
this.
around. Yeah. And then the whole book, it's like not a lot is happening. Like she's either with him or she's thinking about him, like sitting in her apartment thinking about him. Like,
Yes, smoking some weed, doing some drugs, drinking,
yeah.
chain smoking,
But just it seems like
visiting her
she's a
grandma every
very,
now and then.
very empty life that she was kind of waiting for someone to come along and fill. And
Yeah,
now he's there.
tricky dynamic with parents, sibling.
Right. And she's not at all analyzing. Like she's all she's analyzing is like, how can I keep him and make him love me and stay with me? She's
Yes,
not really like, how can I extricate myself from this? How can I
right.
find someone else? Like, no.
Again, it's like I just back to like I do think that like an all-consuming toxic relationship that is bad for you is that part I do think like people have experienced.
Of course.
And I think that it actually is interesting to read about.
Totally.
But this was, again, I think partly because of the conversation and also because of their texts. Like, I love to read text threads in
Right.
books.
Right.
I
And there
love
was
to read emails in books.
right.
But the way that their texting went was also like so icy
Yes.
and in a way that, again, didn't feel conversational or relatable. And when things aren't like bantery or conversational or like maybe funny or whatever it is, like the things that like, I'm not just talking about like the things that I like.
Right.
When I don't get to read that, it makes me less and less understanding of why she's so obsessed in the first place.
Right. Right. Like you don't see really them. You don't
Connecting.
really see them connecting in a real way ever.
Other than physically, and when they talk about their physical connection. But you don't see them getting each other. Yes, exactly. So
But then
that part was
sometimes they'll say like, "Well, I can talk with you." Like or like there's this sense that they can be real and genuine with each other. But
right.
like
They could cut the bullshit, like you said.
right. But again,
True.
it's like real and genuine about what? Like they're not really bonding, they're not really sharing, they're not really being introspective. Like I don't know what they're being so real about besides like how much he's gonna like end up rejecting her and ruining her. Like what are they? It's one of those
Right.
books where you're supposed to just accept that they have this intense connection and it's mostly physical, but it seems like she feels like it's more than just physical, but you don't really actually see evidence of that.
Right. It's yeah, for sure. Here's another part. Well, okay. Also, the accident and him coming to her during the accident, I think like maybe was a turning point in the book.
Yeah.
Also, at one point, there's another guy. Like, there's some turning points in the book that
Yeah,
changed
yeah,
the
yeah.
course
They
for a
have
little.
some things happen in the 400
Yes,
pages.
yes. But okay, not a lot. Okay, here's a section I copied. They're having sex. I don't know exactly know what's happening. I didn't copy that part. He laughs and says, "Okay, now free of charge, I'm going to come on your face." Then she says this, okay, or this is what's next.
Okay.
This is more like a WTF moment for me in this book that I highlighted,
Okay.
okay? Symbiosis is, how do you pronounce that word? Symbiosis?
Symbiosis? Yeah.
Symbiosis is dangerous, I know. The codependency relieves the aloneness, or at least it creates an illusion of relief. I give in to the situation, allow myself to forget what I'm like without him. For instance, I can't recall what I eat when I'm not with him, or if I eat at all, or how I sleep when he's not beside me. And he's turning out to be a skilled symbiont? Is that a real
Symbiont?
one?
Symbiont?
Symbiont. Though facultative, he has a choice, and it isn't dependent, but still chooses to interact. And so, in a weird way, I find myself freer with him now than I've ever been. What am I free of? The burden of proof?
What?
Okay.
Wait, that was right after I'm gonna come on
He
your
says,
face.
I'm coming on your face free of charge. And then the book pivots,
That's a
a sharp
pivot.
pivot to this random little
What's she talking? I don't understand that.
what? Which honestly is validating because if anyone's going to understand it, it's you more than me.
Well,
What
I don't
is she?
know.
There's
I mean,
nothing here.
I guess I get the. I
I get
guess
the
we both get the
gist. It's just like the
but
placement. Like this isn't how she wrote the rest of the book, and then all of a sudden
right,
she has this moment of reflection
right,
that's so. It's like written in this bizarre, pretentious way.
right. It's like out of context, like dropped in there.
It's just bizarre.
Interesting.
I had to highlight that
Yeah,
section.
no,
It was
thank you.
just, it was just,
did not get
you
that, but
missed it.
I missed it. I missed it. Some of those scenes, you know.
Of course. Are you kidding? He's also, I could see you skipping over. He's like, I'm going to come on your face for you to charge. You're like, I'll see you in 2 pages. But
Right, exactly.
instead,
I'm like,
that's what
okay.
happened next. You
Right.
missed a good one.
Yeah, see. It's always dangerous to skip ahead.
It is, especially you never know when you're going to get this. Here's another section. He doesn't stop fucking me for hours. The anger toward him surfaces and he feels me angry and hateful. And it works him up so that every time I even start to think about stopping, there's a hand or a movement or an eye that brings me back. And I come and come again. Afterward, we lie in bed. I feel very heavy as though my body's sinking into the mattress. The sickness, the exhaustion, the fight, and its consequences. The fucking, everything's adding further weight. I know I need to sleep, but we haven't had a real talk yet. I look at him. All right, so tell me about your stupid meetings. He sits up. No, I'm not up for that. The reaction confuses me. He was the one who wanted to tell me, and I was the one who didn't want to hear it. And now he's not up for it? Ugh, exhausting, exhausting. He ends up going to make soup. I'm going to make you some soup at the end. I don't know. Or she makes it. There's
Really?
just, yeah,
A lot
there's
of
soup.
energy. Wow. Make soup.
Jeez. And is that heating up soup? Like, what do you think? That's a cup of noodles? What are you just making soup after that much sex and fighting? Come on.
Right. You think you'd want something readily available. You're not going to start
That's
making
good.
the soup,
A handful of pretzels and a cheese stick. What's soup?
chopping, sauteing an onion, like
Using the Dutch oven.
pulling it down. No.
No.
No way.
The only thing that would work in that moment is a cup of noodles, boiling hot water into
Yeah.
some. That's it.
Right. So that was lost in translation, probably. You're right.
I don't know. It's a lot of things were. I don't know. Then in the end, there's some. What is happening at the very end?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. The very, very end.
Well, there was also a weird scene where he like made her take a cold shower. That was earlier. Sorry, that's earlier on. But like she didn't want to, and he made her take a cold shower.
That was very early
disturbing.
on.
Yeah,
That was very early on. Her first time in the apartment, I think.
maybe. Yeah,
There
that sounds
definitely
right.
is this element of like that like billionaire romance too. Like he's like loaded. It's like it's hard for me to reconcile trying to be both genres. Like the billionaire romance is just like a genre for just like horny bored women who like want to like escape into this reality of this like billionaire in a suit sweeping you off your feet, and like
Right.
he has this palatial loft and there's
Right.
windows everywhere and like the gorgeous corner bed poster bed and the linens, and there's like a butler, like it's like this
There's also
crazy
a point in the
thing.
book where like her brother is in like major money trouble, and he's just like, okay, I'll just give him $50,000. Like it's fine.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Everything I'm describing, I was describing in like the more like, there's a million millionaire romance books that fit that. But like he
Sure.
also had like the apartment and the staff and the this and the that and the job, and he's the CEO of this giant company. And
Right.
so it's like it's funny to like put that like billionaire romance into a book that's actually trying to be more like the kooky female lit fic.
Right. Like all fours.
Like all fours or clutch, or it's being compared to like Vladimir or all these other Luster, all these other books I've read.
Right.
But it's not those books.
Right.
Like, is this a bad translation, or did I miss something at the end? She's like, my heart skips a beat. I smile at him and he smiles back. Blow minding, I say in an amused tone. Does she mean mind blowing? Blow minding. Or did they have a shtick about?
I don't remember them having a shtick.
Okay.
Is that just an error, or
Right,
is
is
it
that
like
just like a literal mistake? Blow minding, I say in an amused tone, and then I ask for real, what is this? Is this what you want? Yes, I like having you around. Didn't see that coming. Don't get too excited. This agreement's very bad for you. Like, again, even at the end, when they're trying to like reconcile and stay together, he's still saying, I'm bad for you. This agreement's bad for you. Blah, blah,
Right.
blah. Like, and then, oh, that's when they talked about the Passover Seder at the very end of the book. But then there's like this, her mom tells her that when she was, the book ends with her
Yes.
mom telling her as a child that in the pediatrician's waiting room, she hugged a fat man and said, I love him. Are we
Yes.
supposed to think that's him?
Right. I have no idea.
Are we
That
supposed
seemed
to
like
think this is love at first sight and she knew him when she was a child in the waiting room of a pediatrician's office and he's the fat man she hugged? What? Are we?
I have no idea.
Either.
That's what it seemed like, but that also it's like The book just didn't seem to be heading in that direction. That just seemed like a something, again, out of like another genre or a different type of book. Like, I don't know where that came from.
The book ends in this crazy way, and then this is what Narit wrote me when
Narrates
you
the
were
mom.
about, yeah, the mom, because she's calling her by name because of how much because
They're
of the
estranged or
relationship.
whatever.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
estranged. Yeah, when you were about 2 years old, maybe almost three, we were sitting in the waiting room at the doctor's office. There were a few other people there sitting quietly and waiting for their turns. You were wandering around them. Suddenly, one of them, a fat man, got up to grab a magazine, and you came up behind him and hugged him. He froze in his spot, paused for a moment, and out of embarrassment, and before I could even see his surprised look, I told him, sorry, with an apologetic smile, and then turned to you and said, Noah, what are you doing? And you answered me immediately without hesitation, but Mommy, I love him. And that's how it ends.
I don't know.
Speechless.
Is it
I
supposed to be
can't.
that it's literally him, or is it just supposed to be that like that imprinted on her as someone like him?
Right. And also two or three.
Two or three? Does that
I
even
don't
make
know.
sense? I guess it makes
I,
sense.
it,
Why would he be
what
in her
makes sense
pediatrician's office when she was two or three?
with his kids?
I think that he wasn't that much older than her. Wasn't he like in his?
But they were in their 20s and she was in her 30s, so they could have still been seeing a pediatrician.
That's true.
I'm just saying, I saw my pediatrician till 18, baby.
Right. I guess I'm just wondering, how old is he compared to her though?
I
When
can't remember
she
his
was,
age.
I felt like he was like 20 years older than her.
He was married twice for sure, or had
Right.
two partners with, the kids. I don't know, man. I mean, I actually asked an Israeli colleague, like, do you know about, I think she reads a bunch of smut. I was like, do you know about this book? I was like,
Right.
can you tell me, like, if did you read it? And she, like, quickly did, like, a Google search in Hebrew. I was like, how are the reviews? Like, I don't know. And she was like, it seems like the reviews were like, I couldn't put it down, but then it left me immediately. That was the way she described it.
Right.
I don't even know that this will leave me immediately. I'm kind of haunted by it.
Yeah, there's something bizarre about it that kind of sticks with you. And also it's very dark. But again, it's just dark because she's just sad character, I feel like, the main character.
Right.
And she's still so, even though in the end she kind of gets what she wants, she still seems so sad.
I mean, is she ever going to be like really satisfied and happy by this relationship that even within it, she's always going to be chasing?
Chasing and always kind of like saying, like, kind of egging him, like pursuing this weird dynamic that they have. It's almost like she feels like they need to keep having this toxic dynamic. They can't just have peace.
Right.
Like she feels the need to like provoke it even when it's not there.
Right. I don't think it's a good thing.
Doesn't seem so good.
Some of the reviews made me laugh. That I'd read you one or two.
Please.
There's not a ton of reviews on Goodreads,
Makes sense.
but which is I guess not completely. I don't think a ton of well, actually, 171 reviews is kind of a lot, maybe. I mean, not compared to like, there's often thousands.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm having a technical difficulty.
Oh man. Okay.
I want to read them to you very badly, but I don't think, well, whatever. If I find it, I'll start reading. But wait, you had a surprise for me. And I also want to talk to our listeners about our May read. Do you want to go
Yes.
first or should I?
You go first, then I'll follow up.
Okay, great. Um, okay, Dahlia Adler, who we love,
Yes.
she wrote Going by Coastal, which was, I mean, 4 years in, still maybe one of my absolute favorites we read.
Absolutely. I recommend it all the time.
We've spoken to her. I think she was also one of like the first authors who listened to the episode and like really like wrote us a message that was really exciting.
Yes.
For sure, we know a lot of people in common though. She's like around our age, and like I see from like people we all know people in common with her, but like we obviously only know her through this world.
Right.
But she has written a new book and it comes out in May, and I'm so excited. It says a bridesmaid tired of weddings clashes with a modern Orthodox wedding singer in New York City, leading to unexpected romantic tension and complications. It's a spicy romance. Let me read the full description. It's called Soon by You, which is the best name ever.
Love it.
And it says Ariel Becker is one horror away from a meltdown. After one too many bridesmaids gigs, complete with Spanx heels and hideous dresses, she's officially over love and its overpriced trappings, especially when they keep coming with the same smug, judgmental wedding singer. Judah Klein is New York's go-to modern Orthodox wedding singer and most eligible bachelor. Years of failed setups have left him jaded until repeated clashes with a fiery bridesmaid wake him right up. But when snarks turn to sparks and fights turn to feelings, things get complicated. Ariel is not a girl who settles down, and Judah is not a guy who hooks up. So why does walking away feel impossible? I can't wait for this.
Wow, it sounds really good.
I'm obsessed with her. I cannot wait.
Wait, so this is what, and this book is coming out
May 19th.
Great. Okay, so
May
brand
19th,
new.
soon by you, brand new. So we'll do it for our May episode.
Amazing.
I just can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait to read it. I love her. Also, like modern Orthodox weddings.
Amazing.
Also, like the wedding singer, he's gonna be like, Yasi Salah. Hello, hi.
I love those guys.
Don't think of me. I love those guys.
They're the best.
Isn't that what they sing?
Of course.
Yasi Salah.
Oh my God, I love you doing that imitation. It's so good.
That's exactly how it sounds in my head.
But that conjures like such a just like being like sweaty, all
So sweaty. Thank you. That's what I
circle
was gonna
dancing.
say. Sweaty fat guy. It's Teddy Rosenfeld in the book.
He's in the middle.
Teddy was the name of the. We didn't even just say his name is Teddy. The whole book.
Right. His
The
name
whole
is
episode.
Teddy.
I didn't mention his name is Teddy.
Whatever.
Okay. Okay. So that's next episode. It comes out May 19th. Extremely exciting. And what's your surprise?
My surprise is that for our episode after Soon by You, I have a friend who goes to our shul. Her name is Nora Kogan. She's a jewelry designer, longtime Park Sloper. She's awesome. I told her about our podcast a while ago, and I think partially at least inspired by our podcast, she's written a serial novella romance, like sexy romance novel.
Amazing.
Semi-autobiographical. She's just released it. It's on Substack. And I think we should read it and have her on the podcast to talk about it.
That sounds great.
She's really fun. She's a big fan of the pod. The book is about like New York City. She puts in like there's like a woman who loves Hasidus but also is like sexting with a police detective. Like
wow.
it's
I can't wait to read it.
It's very fun. So I think that should be on tap next after Dolly Adler.
Great.
Okay.
Send me the Substack. I'll start reading.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay, well, this was fun.
This was great.
Wonder if I have a fever. I don't know. It didn't affect anything. I was able to sing.
No, you listen, the show must go on, and you did it all.
I'm definitely going to sing it again when we talk about the book.
I really hope you do.
I'll think of some other bangers.
There's a couple other numbers.
Mashiach. I don't know if they sing that, but maybe.
Sometimes
They do during the Simcha dancing. All right. This episode is brought to you by Hanukkah Pong, available on newesttraditions.com.
Oh, I can say William's suggesting I can just share the subs. I can share the Substack now. I can Nora's Substack. It's substack.com at The Story of E. That's the name of the book. So it's at The Story of the letter E.
Okay.
And I'll share that again next episode before we read.
Great. The Story of E.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, back to the sponsors.
Yes, please.
This episode is brought to you by Hanukkah Pong. It's a menorah-shaped beer pong game available at newesttraditions.com. Promo code Hanukkah Erotica gets you, I believe, 20% off. HANUKKAHEROTICA. And it's produced by William Levin. Mm-hmm. Thank you to William, who really encouraged me to record tonight despite feeling a little bit sick, and I appreciate the push.
You did it. We did it.
I did it. I appreciate the push. All right, thanks, guys. Good night.
Night.